Hello, everyone. It is Friday evening, and that's our sketch night. And tonight is, let me quickly check the date. I should know it. It's the 23rd of January, Friday, the 23rd of January. And welcome. My name is Linda Dolkey. I'm a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Here in Australia, and I hope that you've all had a great week. How's everyone been? All right, so this is what we get up to every Friday night. Now, I need to be really honest with you guys. If I seem a little frazzled tonight, it's simply because I literally just walked in the door a few minutes ago. I've been up in the Hunter Valley at the card retreat today, and we went over time and ended up, I got back much later than expected, and I was a little bit stressed. I was worried I wouldn't get back here in time. So, and how have I been? I've been good. Thank you for asking. So I decided tonight I'm gonna just chill. Thankfully, we're doing a sketch. So even though I didn't get any time to sit down and prepare anything, it doesn't matter because sketches, that's what sketches are about, right? Sketches are about looking to see what our sketch is and then seeing what we have that might fit with that. And it's a great way to make a card if you don't know what to do. Because how many times have you sat down, and this is the whole point of sketches, how many times have you sat down and you just don't know what to do? Like, I'd like to make a card, but I don't know what design to use. I don't know where to start. I'm not sure what to do next. So that's me tonight because I've had zero time to prepare. I walked in, it's actually, it's probably about, what time is it now? It's probably about half an hour ago, but then my husband, just after I got home, he walked in the door with takeaway because he knew I wasn't going to have time to make dinner. And we quickly ate our takeaway and then I raced in here. So it hasn't been very long at all. How is she? Thank you for asking, Margaret. She's actually, I can hear her crying. She's next door and she's isolated at the moment. We've got her in our room. She's been sleeping with me over night time. When I say me, with me, she's like right in here next to my neck. So yeah, that's how that works. So but we are doing some things and we're hoping that the situation will improve soon. Just looking at everybody's comments. Have I missed anything important? Did I enjoy the card retreat? Yes, I did, Susie, but it was more work than I expected. I was surprised. I left the preparation to the last minute because that's just what I do. I'm that kind of let's do it later kind of person. And so I didn't realize how much work was involved to prepare, and I should have taken the time to do that. And I really felt bad that I didn't do it earlier. So that's the only thing. And so the cards that I made today, I really, really like them. In fact, I can show them to you. I think I know where they are. Oh, no, I can't. They're actually still up there because we're going back again for day 2 tomorrow. So I've left some things up there. So I can't show you the cards, but I'll post them so that you can see them. How about that? Yes, that's the next thing, Tanya. We've got pheromone spray, the fell away spray, but we're going to try some diffusers. I've ordered those. So I am tired. I know, right? You only cut up the card last night. I'm so glad you said that, Desley, because that was me last night, spending quite a lot of time cutting and die cutting. It was the die cutting that took the time, right? But having said that, the cards I made, I'm absolutely happy. I'm super happy with them. I think they're beautiful. So was it worth it? Yeah, but it was, like I said, more work than I expected. All right. You didn't do the save the stress. You know what? That's probably a great thing to know for next time, Donna. I think you're right. Who else found that there was more prep than you thought? And because I didn't watch all the video. I forgot all about the video, and I went with the written instructions and just followed those. But the written instructions didn't include the DSP, all of that cutting, or the die cutting of those things. So when I went to do it, I found that there was still work that I hadn't done that needed to be done. So you're a last minute person. Me too. Last minute Linda. I'm sure that's what they call me. So, but we make it work in the end, right? So let's have a look tonight. I'm going to get going because otherwise we'll be here all night and we're not going to do that. Oh, something you do need to know, at 9 p.m. there's a global video happening. So you will want to, if you're interested in seeing the card, the card I made for this, I absolutely love it. Oh, would you like to see it? I think I've got it here. Let me just have a very quick look and see if it's in this box. because it's one of those cards you make the card and you think, oh, I really like that. So the theme for this month's global video hop, the L in our names. I think so, Lorraine. Something wrong with the new kitten. She's beautiful, Gail, but no, Crumpet doesn't like her. He's been stalking her, and so we're Merlot's fine, but Crumpet doesn't like her. So that's what's going on there. All right. maybe your mother was going to call you something starting with L, Tanya. All right. Do you want to see the card that I made for tonight's video hop? And then you can decide whether you want to go watch it or not. But I think this is a lovely card. Leslie says she has 2 L's in her name. This is the card I made for that. So it's called, the theme was adorable, and I thought this card met the brief. Okay, so if you'd like to see me make that card, it's only, I think it's like 20-minute video, maybe 25 minutes at the most, to show you how to make this card. So yeah, that's at 9 o'clock. So it's here on my channel at 9 o'clock tonight. Extra late, possibly. Oh, you guys. Hey, Lynn, your name starts with L too. All the L girls are here. Last minute, is that what it stands for? I think so. For me, it is anyway. All right. And because of that card and other cards I've made with this, I've got all these little guys hanging around the desk. Ants. Aren't they cute? They're not cute when they're hanging around your house, when the real ones, but these kind of ants are very cute, and I'm happy to have these guys, but I don't want real ants. The bugs are still out of stock, are they? I didn't know that. Oh, but Lynn just got hers in her order this week. So it's all about the timing, right? Thank you, Felicity. I'm so glad that you think so. All right, so let's have a look at page 17, because that's where we're going with this. All right, page 17 is where our card templates are. Now, we've done the first 2, and then we've got a couple of tags, and then there's 2. So it's 2 cards, 2 tags, 2 cards, 2 tags, and 2 scrapbook pages. The thing is, if we normally make cards, I mean, I could make a tag, or I could even make a scrapbook page, but normally we make cards. And so the thing is, I quite often do turn a tag template into a card. Okay. Hello, Nairi. How you doing? Sorry, am I meant to know what those initials stand for? I don't know what they mean. I'm so sorry. You can tell me what they stand for. Okay, so this one here it's a nice tag, but it's very, very plain. And I just feel for a card that might not do it for us. We could add some other bits and pieces to it, I guess. But I just feel like that maybe is a little plain for a card. This one maybe has a bit more potential. Okay, so this one sort of says to me here, it's got a circle as the main focus. We've got a banner underneath. We've got a piece behind that could just be a rectangle, or it could be a tag like this one is, and then pop it on a card, and then we could do some decorating with it and so forth. So maybe I'll go with that one tonight. I just feel like this one's a little plain, so we'll go with the 4th one along. What does everyone think? Do you think that happens? I'm just looking at all the comments. Lovely to see you all here tonight. I see everyone saying hello. All right. So does anyone have a favorite? I've got close by me, I've got some of the beautiful Lovely and Beautiful suite, or the Lovely and Beautiful paper, and I've also got the Lovely Arrangements paper, this one here. So which one would we like to use for this? Okay, which one do you think you'd like to use? And I've got something special to show you tonight. Does anyone want to guess what it is? Who knows what it is that I'm going to show you tonight that's a bit special? Oh, Lovely and Beautiful, Donna. You think that one? Okay, then that's the one we'll do. That sounds good. All right, so I have been using this paper quite a bit this week because I used this one for Craft Along, and all those Craft Along packs went out yesterday. So yes, you are correct. Have you seen it yet, Lorraine? I got mine. Oh, hello, Joy. Nice to see you. Yes, the stamping platform, or the stamping positioner. Yes. So yeah, something to do with stamping, Cherie. That is correct. How are you, Cherie? Nice to see you here. So Sheila, you're thinking Lovely Arrangements. Well, maybe we'll do one of each. You already know, but who's seen it? who wants to see it? I'm excited to show it to you. And then I'll explain what's going on with that because it's kind of a big deal right around here at the moment. So these are actually the B sides that I've got up here at the moment. But the A sides, or what I call the A sides, are the ones with the beautiful gold foiling on them. So you can see this is absolutely beautiful paper. Okay. It's just gorgeous. You got it in an order and it should be there Monday. Fantastic, Lorraine. Yeah, I got mine as fast as possible simply because I wanted to be able to show you guys tonight, right? So on the back here, we've got some peach pie, like a grid. I thought it was gingham at first, but it's more of a grid pattern. And that's really nice. And then this one with the big petal pink flowers. And there's also some little calypso coral. We've got a little bit of fresh freesia and darling duckling. Is it darling duckling? I think it is. Or is it daffodil? I am not sure. Looks more like darling duckling, but it'll tell us on the back of the pack if I have that handy. Yes, I do. So all the colours are always written on the back of the pack. Okay. So calypso coral, darling duckling, not daffodil. Fresh freesia, old olive, peach pie, petal pink, and gold. Of course, gold, right? Oh, it won't come Monday, Lorraine. Unless you don't have, do you have you surely have Australia Day public holiday on Monday. So that's a bit of sad news, and Marilyn is probably correct. It reminds you of one you've seen online. Well, this I'm really liking it, but I'm going to show you this card first, and then maybe we'll look at that briefly. Okay, so all right, so this is this gorgeous paper. This has got like a calypso coral pattern on the back, which is really pretty. You forgot it's a holiday. No, I know that's distressing when you thought it was coming on Monday. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean we love a holiday, but we also don't love it if we're expecting something in the mail, right? All right, so this one to me is just gold on white, which I think looks quite wedding-y. And I used that one this week for anyone who was able to watch my Technique Tuesday video. I used this one on my twisted, so I've used that paper here on my twisted ribbon card, and that turned out pretty nice. So I hope that you enjoyed watching that. That was Tuesday's video. So if you haven't seen that one, you might want to go back and watch it. I did a couple of cards. I did that one too with the twisted ribbon. And I really liked how they both turned out. So yeah, that's a bit of fun. And it's an easy technique that you don't need any special skills to do. It's pretty easy. Oh, that's right. Was that recent? It was recent, wasn't it, Lorraine? When did you retire? Was it recently? I think so. That's so true. Your son will be 27 on Australia Day. How exciting is that, Tanya? That kind of probably makes you feel a bit old, right? I can imagine. All right, so on the back of this one, we have fresh freesia with a bit of petal pink and peach pie flowers. Those are really pretty. And then on this one, we've got this gorgeous design, petal pink flowers again, fresh freesia, darling duckling, and the gold. And then on the back of that, you've got some fresh freesia, fresh freesia background with little white flowers. That's really nice. And this has got the gold flower centers, can you see? And then we've got fresh freesia and old olive on here. And on the back, we've got some old olive. So actually those go really nicely together because you've got echoes of the same colors from the front to the back. So often that is a good match. And then this one, 2 sheets of each, by the way. So February last year. Oh yeah, because I saw you. Was it at a pet shelter or something like that? I saw you actually having a photo. You had a photo of yourself at work, and that's why I didn't think you'd retired yet. So there you go. Oh, you're covering holidays in July, right? I think it's good to sort of still keep your hand in with a little bit of, unless you really hate your job, it's good to keep your hand in with a bit of part-time work, right? Or a bit of casual work from here and there, but not feel like you're tied to it 5 days a week. All right, so there's this. And I don't know, I have a couple of pages in here that I'm not sure which one is my favorite, but they're just beautiful. They're gorgeous, gorgeous papers. All right, so if we're going to do this, I need to decide which ones I want to use and what colors. I think actually, maybe I did have a piece of paper cut already from some of this paper. Let me see if it's here. If it is here, here we go. I've got this one. That one's already, I don't know if I want to use that or not. Let me see. So we've got this. I think I'd be doing the piece behind here, and I don't think that's quite the piece I want to use. So the contenders are this one, because I love all this. It looks very watercolory to me. Don't you think that looks like a watercolor thing? That's fantastic, Desley. That's really, really good. There they go. Felicity saying she loves retirement. But look, I don't know if any of you girls, I know there's a couple of people that I know through this watching this group on a Friday night that I know are in this same Facebook group. That there's a fantastic Facebook group called the Epic Retirement Club. And if you're not in that, you want to go search for that and see if you can join. So, so good. They've got so much good advice, lots of great stories from people who've already retired and are doing amazing things with, amazing things with their time. And yeah, it's not all about the money and stuff. It's about the lifestyle. And I really enjoy hearing what other people are doing. And it's really inspiring, actually. I found it really inspiring. It's called the Epic Retirement Club, and it's run by Beck Wilson, who is the girl who writes all those great epic retirement books. So this one's a contender. And the other one I've written, possibly that one. This is nice too. I did use this one extensively. That's why I've only got one sheet left in my craft along this month. So this one got quite used up. Oh, I know that's a big event. So you're doing something special, Leslie? Oh, what? Your mini catalogue that was posted on the 17th of December turned up this week? That's insane. That's crazy. How could that happen? All right, so this is the one I'm looking at. I think this is really, really pretty. And I'm thinking I would like to have either a rectangle, probably a rectangle, I think. And so, okay, let's start with a piece of basic white card and see where that takes us. So once you choose your paper, really the hardest part of the job is done. Uh-oh. Because I came home so late, I'm still emptying my bags. I have got my trimmer here. Here it is. It's languishing over the other side of the room with the stamp positioner. They're hanging out together. So let me. All right. So I've got all that set up now. So yeah, I didn't even get time to unpack my bags properly before I started this video. So, and that's normally I like to at least have my desk ready and be prepared and know, that I've got all my supplies nice and close. But tonight I'm just in good time. I'm just looking. I know, right? You still don't have enough time to do all the things you want to do. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people say that when they retire, they wonder how they ever had time for work. And I think there's probably some truth to that. All right, so I'm deciding, I'm thinking I'm going to fold a basic white card base in half. And then I'm thinking I'm thinking I might use the textured notes dies because everyone knows that those are my favorite. Love, love, love them. And I think I want to have we'll pull a color out of here, maybe petal pink, maybe fresh freesia, a lighter color, or even peach pie. So one of those colors is going to get pulled out of here to go behind, although I could just do it on the white. So, but I'm going to use my textured notes dies and we'll decide which one would be the best to use. I just dropped a whole bunch of dies on the floor. I'm throwing things around tonight, isn't it? So, all right. So if I was to use this size, it would be about so on here. And that doesn't look too bad. Actually might be the right size. I think this is the one I tend to use the most. The one with these like long lines and short little lines. If I was to go down a size, I wouldn't go higher, up a size, but the next one down from there is that. And I think that's too small. So I'm just trying to get a feel. So I'm going to go with this one. Now this one is 7 centimeters across, which means I don't want to waste this paper. And I'm deciding I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to have it, I'm going to go 7, well, maybe I'll go 3 inches because this is 12 by 12 paper. And so if I do 3 inches, that leaves 3 similar size panels left. And then I'm going to decide, where do I want this to be? That's quite nice with the dots at the top. That's pretty. And then down this one here, this is nice because we have, because don't forget, we're going to have a circle in the middle. We could do our circle in vellum if we want to make more of the paper. But I'm thinking this is nice because we've got some green. So that one or this one, because that one's got a nice flower in the corner. I don't know. I like both. You're not sure if you like this DSP. You're not keen on big patterns. Well, you could always use a small pattern. I mean, look at the pattern on the back. That's beautiful. But yeah, I love the watercolor look of this. And I think these colors are really, really pretty. So I'm actually going to cut that right there. And I'm going to run that through my cut and emboss machine. So give me a second while I do that. You know what the wonderful thing is, Joy, that not everyone likes everything and you don't have to. Everyone's got their own style and their own ideas of what they like. I've got a customer I can think of, and if she's watching tonight, I'll make her smile, but she doesn't like any big designs on anything. So she doesn't like big flowers or any kind of design on a card that she feels is oversized. She does not like it at all. And so she'll do anything to try and find smaller. She likes smaller sentiments, smaller images generally. So, you know, everyone's different. I love a big design, but not everyone does, right? All right. So if we were to put this here on the white base, that's how it's going to look. It's quite pretty, just like that. I mean, already the DSP does so much of the work for you. You fussy cut the big gold flowers. Well, there you go. Do you mean the ones, the gold flowers on the white background? Is that the one you mean? So those would be nice fussy cut. Yeah, I think maybe circle in vellum too, Kerry. That's where I'm leaning as well. Surprise, surprise. No one's going to be surprised by that, are they? I don't think so. I think I had some vellum out on the table from memory. Let me just see. And if not, I have some in the drawer anyway. Right. So we'll go with a piece of vellum. And I'm just going to make a circle. Now, I can just use a punch, which would be nice and easy, or I can go with a stylish shapes die. And I'm not sure which way to go, actually. Either of those would be nice. See, that I think is a bit small, although we're going to have a banner too. So let's have a look. On it here, I feel like that's a little small. I think maybe the size up from that one. A lot of card making is trial and error, right? You see something, you check it out, you decide whether or not you like it. So I feel like that's better. It's almost to the edges. Now, if we use vellum, you'll still see a little bit of the colour coming through. If we use white, you would lose that, of course, but we've still got these lovely flowers here. And these are all quite small images as well. So also in the stitched, the stylish shape styles, we have double-ended banners. So let me see. This one is quite long, but in this card, that would be the right size. Okay, so if I was to cut that from white, got a piece here, there you go, that'll be the perfect size. Cut that from white to put our greeting on. The question will be, do I want to stick with the white out here, or do I want to put another piece and pull one of these colors out? Maybe the freesia, because I haven't done a lot with freesia lately. So let me have a look and see. I have some here. And this might even be the right size. Oh, look at that. Pretty much all needs to be cut down a little bit, but to give me an idea. And that would pull. Do we like that better, or do we like it just on the white? What do you think? I'm going to cut this while you guys make a decision on that, and we'll see. Oh, I'm just looking at. Oh, Leslie, you're telling everyone how old you are. Is that do you mind divulging your age? They say a woman should never do that, although I don't think that's right. Nick, whatever age you are, there's not much you can do about it, so you might as well be proud of it, right? And hopefully we will all be able to get to those ages. I hope we are. I'm just looking. You guys are very close in date. All right, so I'm going to go with the vellum circle. Cut that. Because I'm using the stylish shapes, it's going to have that beautiful stitched edge. And so then there's that. So you can still see the color through it, but we get the idea of a circle, which is kind of nice. And then this would go over the top of that. So you're still able to see some of it. Now, if we wanted to, we could also use a blending brush and add a bit of color to this, which would probably look quite nice. So let me get this cut into the right shape. Sorry, the right size. So I'm going to go, this is going to be 14.3. So this is half a sheet of A4 folded in half to make my card base. So I need my card front to be 10 centimeters by 14.3. Right. Now I could emboss this if I wanted to, but I don't know if I do because I want the paper to be the star. Should we emboss it? And if we did, I think we would want a very gentle, delicate embossing folder, not the Stone and Vine. That is not gentle or delicate. It's beautiful and fantastic, but it's not delicate. Oh, hey, Roz, how are you? Just a little peeping out from the Flower DSP. So not as big as this. Is that what you're saying? That's a nice idea, Janine. Please explain. Please, do you mean just a little bit outside here? So we know this is 7 by 10.8 or thereabouts. So if I made this a little bigger than that, not as big. Okay, got it. So let's say we make this 11.5. So that's 7 millimeters bigger. And so we'll make this 7.7. So that's 7 millimeters bigger. So that should be the right size. And let's see how that looks. What do we think? Do we like that? Is that better? I think it is. That looks much better. Thanks, Janine, for your very valuable input. I like it. All right, I'm going to put some dimensionals behind here. Oh, yes, I still have some in here. I thought I'd taken them all with me today, but I've got a few left. And let's get those in there. Yeah, it's better, isn't it? Yeah, agreed. See, Janine, you had a really good idea and everyone likes it. All right, so I'm just going to pop that so it's just centered in the middle of that fresh freesia piece. And just that bit, a little bit of color really brings out these flowers. So I like that. I'm going to use my Tombow. I have some. I brought it home today. Here we go. And I'm just going to pop that. So we had this brilliant idea because I've got to go back again tomorrow. We had this idea. We decided we would just leave all our stuff on the tables today because we had one big table and we decided to leave it all there. And I was about to walk out the door when I went, oh, I can't leave my stuff here because I have a video tonight and I'm going to need my stuff. So I had to pack everything. Like I thought I was out the door, but no, I had to pack everything up and then spend my time making sure I had everything I needed. And there was still a few things I could leave behind, but I couldn't leave behind my cut and emboss machine, not my trimmer, or my adhesives and inks and blocks and things like that all had to be brought home. So it's okay. We got there. I hope so far I haven't realize that I forgot anything. But let me get some fresh freesia ink and a blending brush. Oh, you're so welcome, Leslie. You know that you know what? I'm actually when I was doing this today and there was a lot going on today, not just the carb retreat, but some other stuff as well. And I was feeling a little bit stressed. And I was thinking, oh no, I've got to go home and do a video. I should have pre-recorded or something so I didn't have to do that. And now that I'm doing the video, I really enjoy doing these videos. I actually find them good stress relievers. All right, I'm going to do this on a piece of paper so you can see. Sometimes if you do it on your glass mat, it's hard to see your blending. And it's not going to be very striking because it's quite a light color. And if I wanted it to be darker, I could go up to something like Gorgeous Grape. But actually, I don't mind having quite a light. And when you put it against the DSP, it'll show up a little bit more. So I'm just kind of flicking it out so it doesn't have a hard line. And then that is going to go there. And you'll only see a little bit. Can you kind of just see it popping out there? It's not particularly noticeable. The next thing, of course, we need to decide is what greeting do we want? Now this stamp set, sorry, this DSP, I like to try and match up the DSP first. And we do have a couple that would work. We've got 2 stamp sets. So we have Holding You in My Heart. That would actually be nice. I don't want this to be a wedding card. We have a Thinking of You. We have Simply the Best. These 2 are too big. So what do you think? Let's look at the Simply Beautiful set because that's this one here. We've got this Holding You in My Heart, which is quite nice, and the Thinking of You. One of those 2 I think would be good. What do you think? Anyone got any ideas? I know, Lorraine, me too. I absolutely love blending. Oh, you have me to thank for that. What did I do? Huh. Can't imagine me stressed. I was a little stressed today because there was a lot going on and there was a lot of things it wasn't just, it was a lot of things. All right, so this I'm Holding You in My Heart. That will fit quite nicely on this banner. And the Thinking of You also fits on the banner. Thinking of You. Everyone's saying Thinking of You. Okay, let's do that one. Because that's Thinking of You is actually a really good generic greeting, don't you think? Because it works for sympathy, but it also works, if someone's sick, or if it works if you're, someone's going through a tough time and you want to just let them know that you're thinking of them. Now, the question is what color? I could do the green. I could go up to a darker purple, like a Gorgeous Grape, which would look really nice, and it will still go in nicely with this. That's probably where I'm leaning. This is Calypso Coral. I could go to Calypso Coral, but I feel like maybe the purple would be good. So let's go there. Let's go Gorgeous Grape. Or Highland Heather would look good as well. But it doesn't really matter. So anytime you see a Thinking of You sentiment, just remember you can use it for lots of different things. It doesn't have to be sympathy, and it doesn't have to be anything specific. It can be used for lots of things. All right, that's really nice. So let's put this underneath. Let's put that on top. And I do think that's rather nice. What do you think? So let's put a couple of dimensionals on here. Now, if you're not sure how far out to put them, usually the best thing to do is actually put them directly onto the surface that you're going onto. And then that way, when you put your greeting on, they're already in the right spot. Like that. And I can put it straight down with a bit of glue behind here, or I could use dimensionals again. Now that would be a lot of dimensionals. It would be okay. Still be okay, or we can go flat. I'm deciding. I don't know whether to go flat. It's thank you guys. Oh, thanks, Monique. How are you? It must be very early there this morning where you are. So I'm deciding flat or up. I know I've got dimensionals here and dimensionals here. You know what? Let's just do some more dimensionals, because can you ever have enough, really? I don't know, but either would be good. So we've got an extra layer here, like a double decker dimensional. I'm just going to have it so we're lining it up so it's right there in the center. I didn't worry about putting a hole in the top and making it like a tag. I do feel we need some bling. There is ribbon in this suite, but I have not used it very much yet. It's this ribbon here. It's called White with Gold ribbon. That's an original name, isn't it? White with Gold. I guess it's hard to know what to call it. Let me pull it out of, because I have got it. Let me pull it out and show it to you so you know what I'm talking about. Ah, wrong ribbon drawer. I have two ribbon drawers. I have one for sparkly shiny ribbon and one for matte ribbon that's not sparkly or shiny. So this one was in the sparkly and I looked in the wrong drawer because I guess it is kind of sparkly. See that? So it's got like a gold, and it does tie. You can use it, but I don't think it would be right on this card. I don't feel like that would be right. Instead, let's do something else. I've got some really nice vellum pieces, and I'm just going to grab a few sheets. All right, so these, which are also part of this suite, these are vellum with gold, and we have like this here. So if, for example, let me pull one out. I decided I wanted to have one here and maybe one down the bottom on the opposite side. We could do that. What do you think? Should we, or is that overkill? Is that overkill? That is my question. There's also this little more delicate one. These are more gold and shiny. I think it's more beige than white as well, Leslie. I agree. Oh, thank you, Monique. And I feel the same way about all of you guys as well. I love what Monique said. I'm going to put that on the screen. So, whoop, I picked the wrong one because it moved just when I pressed it. Here we go. Try that. Monique was saying it's hard to see if we miss someone, but I love this group of ladies. And I think we all feel the same way. You think no? And the delicate one would look better. I agree, Sheila. I agree. But yeah, when sometimes afterwards, I think to myself, I think we were missing someone tonight. Like I can think of someone that wasn't there, but I don't necessarily think of it while we're there. So afterwards, sometimes I think, yeah, I think the delicate one would look better as well. But I'm also thinking maybe we're better off just with some bling. We've got some really nice bling that would go nicely. The bling that's in this set, and I maybe I'll use those because we've got these ones as well. These are the strawberry slush and pretty and pink, but there's also some white and gold, and those white and gold are really pretty. Those are nice. But no, I'm going to use the ones, these. These are called pearlized faceted circles. They're divine. They're gorgeous. I'm not going to show you the catalogue. I'll put the real thing so you can see them. There's some of my favorites at the moment, and I've only got a few left. I haven't got a lot left. So let's see. And these are really pretty. So the you've got a petal pink, calypso coral, and white. But the white is, I don't know if you can see it, kind of reflects lots of different colors. Particularly, they seem to have quite a bit of fresh freesia to them. So wouldn't those look nice? I think those would be awesome. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to grab one of these. And maybe a couple of the little ones. Deciding maybe one on the banner and one up here on the vellum. Do we like that instead of the delicate leaf? Oh, sorry. Whoops. Oh, now I get to do it. There you go. Is that better? Oh, there you go. Well, see, you're not the only one who feels that way. Oh, I know. It's a beautiful sweet, Monique. And I am sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry when it comes to using some of the products. I only buy and use the products that I really love myself, which makes it really easy for me to use them and show them to you. If once upon a time I used to try and think what I thought my customers would like and order those things, and I still do have that in my mind. Whoops, there's a black cat hair. Wonder where that came from. So, yeah, it's these days I tend to only buy what I really, really love myself. And I actually think that that's better because, I can be, completely genuine when I tell people how much I love something and why. I think that's a lot better than trying to. You have the mega suite? Yes, me too. I did buy the suite, the whole suite. All right, so I'm going to go with that. If we were going to go with the delicate leaf, we could have used that. That's this one here, but I actually think it looks nice, just simple like that with the bling. And I'm actually happy with it just as it is. All right, so let's put that away before I can't find it. Oh, lucky. I haven't got my Stamp and Scrub out of my bag yet, so good thing I'm wearing black jeans. Does anyone else do that when you wear black jeans? Just wipe it on your jeans, right? All right. Is that a horror? Did I horrify anybody by doing that? And I'm wearing a white shirt today, and I'm thinking to myself, who would wear a white shirt to a stamping retreat, really? I mean, that's not smart. Thankfully, I didn't get any on it. I'm very surprised because normally I absolutely would. All right, let's get these back up into their hidey holes. Happy with that. All right, are we ready to see the special thing? And I'm going to tell you about the special thing and how this. I'm not going to demonstrate it tonight. I will show it to you, but we'll demonstrate it another time. Oh no! Did you get it off, Desley? Does everyone know? And Desley, do you know how to get ink off your hands after you get ink all over them? And Secret C is one of those colors that will get all over everything, I think. Do you know how to get rid of it? Because there's an easy way. Is anyone going to tell me? Because I do know. I do know what it is, and let me see if somebody else knows too. Monique got it. Are you seeing the comments, Desley? You have to wash your hair. So when you wash your hair and your hands go through all the strands in your hair and you've got, shampoo, conditioner and all the things, your hands will come out perfectly clean after you've washed your hair. So that's what you do. It's the conditioner, Nari thinks. There you go. Isn't that funny? I love that. All right. So this little beautiful thing arrived in my mailbox yesterday, and I'm going to give you a quick lowdown on how it works, not as in how the product works, but how getting it works. All right. So there is only one way to get one right now. Okay. And the only reason I have one is because Stampin' Up have made this available for 2 weeks only for their demonstrators. Okay. It costs $86, which of course we get our demonstrator discount off. So it costs us much less. You can use rewards to get it as well. So that can make it even cheaper. All right. Not during a retreat. That's right. I know. Your hands were covered, but not your clothes. Thank goodness. You craft before you go out. Yes, indeed. And that sounds like a smart idea, doesn't it? So this is a new product that is coming down the track for us. We don't know when it will be released. All right. As demonstrators, you can get it right now for the next 2 weeks. That's it. All right. Until I think this was it the 1st or 2nd of February. I probably should have checked that date, but roughly there. Okay. So only available until then for demonstrators. However, in February, so the following day, I think the 3rd of February, is when we will have it available as a join special. Okay, so if you are joining Stampin' Up as a demonstrator, you will get one of these babies free in your kit. Okay, you purchase the kit for $235 and you get, sorry, did I say that wrong? No, let me go back. You purchase the kit for $169 and you get $235 worth of product. Okay, that's how it should be. $169 and you get $235 worth of product, and one of these will be thrown in for free. Okay, limit of one per person. Yes, so the 3rd is when the joining special starts. If you are interested in joining, reach out, let me know. I'm happy to send you an information pack. and or answer any questions that you have. There's no secrets that, you know, we withhold. We don't gatekeep here. It's all about just letting you guys have the details so you can make the best decision. I do love this. I'm very excited about it. It is spring loaded. Okay, this is a separate plate that has little spring feet here and little springs here in the corners. Okay, and so when you put your, look at these magnets, okay, not like the old ones. Remember the old magnets? I've still got mine because I still have my old Stamparatus, but they used to snap together and sometimes they break. Okay, you ordered one, Roz, yay. Yes, there are a few videos available. You can, if you're a demonstrator, you can watch the videos that are available through the demonstrator website. So yes, there is opportunities to watch and see how to use it. There's a really great, I think it's 15-minute video on how to use it. Really fantastic. But there are only two ways to get it. You can be a demonstrator right now and order it, and it's like a pre-order. But after that date, after the 3rd of February or from that date onwards, you won't be able to get it. Okay, only until then. And then it's only available as a join special for people who join in February from the 3rd to the end of the month, to the beginning of March, actually, because February is a short month. Rather than just making it a 28-day promo, I think it's still a 30-day promo, 30 or 31 days, and you'll get a couple of days at the beginning of March as well. So they are, I know, these are fantastic. So see how they've got like these little tab things on here. So if they go together, they snap together. Remember the old ones? And then you had to try and pry them apart, and they were really hard to get apart. These have got these little tabs, so you just pull them apart. Aren't they great? Yes, and I ordered the grid paper as well. I have that too. And I'm hoping that will be available. That will be available when they do release this for sale. They have not told us when they're going to release this for sale, so I can't give you an answer on that. I have no idea. But I do know at the moment you can only get one. Now, the question is going to come up, well, what about the Stamparatus? We had a Stamparatus and it worked really great. I love my Stamparatus. I also love my Stamparatus, but I want one of these to show people because I can't sell a Stamparatus anymore because they are discontinued. So I want one of these so I can show my customers. The magnets are thin. That's right. They could break if you really let them snap together really hard, but for the most part they shouldn't. They've got a bit more protection, and definitely more protection than the old Stamparatus magnets, which seem to break very, very easily. Yeah, the grid paper is great because the grid paper, and I did get it. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can grab it. And so Stamp Up demonstrators can get the grid paper as well. Those of you who are in my team who are watching, I'm going to do a how-to with this on Monday morning on Monday morning's live. So if you're in my team, definitely be watching on Monday morning. So this is the grid paper, and you might notice when let's take off a sheet, it has little holes that align with these, and you just pop them in the holes and it stays right where it's meant to stay. So that's really, really cool. So you can mark and line this up. But I'll do a proper video about it at some point. But I thought that was really great that the grid paper comes with it as well. All right. It does also have an arm that does like smaller greetings. What did I do with that? I did pull it out of did I drop it on the floor? There's also an extra arm, and the extra arm does, it's probably sitting here right in front of me. I'll show a picture of it because I'm not sure where I dropped it, but there's the extra arm that comes over, and you can do sentiments or, line up alphabets or things like that. The other thing is that I love is for you girls who are scrapbookers, there's no edges. So if you want to put a big old 12 by 12 piece of paper in here, you can do that. Yes, I think it'll be a great Technique Tuesday video. Do you want to do it next week? I could do next week as a Technique Tuesday. Yeah, a lot of people have problems with the old magnets, Barbara. That was a problem. And the nice thing is with this one, they've definitely listened and given us a few things that we weren't happy about with the Stamparatus. They fixed them. So you guys want to do Technique Tuesday? Okay, all right. It's a date. Next Technique Tuesday, which is Tuesday of next week, I'll go through and use this for you, and we'll do some stamping with it. Okay, so I just wanted to show it to you. Does anyone have any questions about how you get one? Any questions at all? Oh, look what I found. There's the arm. That's the arm. And so the arm also slots into these little guys here and that ball. And so you can still do the step hinge technique like we used to and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I knew it was close by. I just couldn't remember where it was. Oh, don't forget the magnets. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it all together. But I'll do a proper video so that you guys can see it in action. But I'm very excited about it. I'm excited to have a stamp positioner again because I loved the Stamparatus and I really missed it when it discontinued. And so I'm very excited to have a new one. And the fact that they brought it in as a joining special, I think that's brilliant. It's such a cool idea to set people up when they become demonstrators with the stamp positioner right from day dot. I think that's a really clever idea. All right. So the grid paper does not come with it for anyone who's wondering that. That's a separate purchase. All right. Okay. So does anyone have any questions that relate to how to get it before I move on? I don't think so. I hope I covered all of that. I hope that all makes sense. Donna had a good idea. That is a good idea. That's a very clever idea, Donna. All right. So we played with this paper. Oh, and I've got some bug paper under there too. But let me have a look at the time. Okay, we haven't got a lot of time. So let me, and don't forget, 9 o'clock, guys, back here on this channel, if you have the time, and I have that that other video going up at 9 o'clock. So I hope that you can pop back. All right, so floral arrangements paper was the other one we talked about tonight. I did make a bunch of cards with this week. Because I'm sending these out to my product of the month club ladies. So everyone who orders $125 worth of product with me right now and orders the fabulous sayings, where is it? Here it is. The fabulous saying. This one here is the product of the month that you get. If you place a $125 order, you can opt to order this for $9. Okay, so it's a stamp set for $9 if you wish and if you placed a qualifying order. So it was a great tool, Donna. Really was. But yeah, there was some. Yeah, I will definitely do that, Lynn. If you have a Stamparatus, I'm going to be really honest with you and tell you that it's a perfectly good tool and you can continue to use it very successfully. Okay, there's nothing that you have to have. There is a couple of little things that I think this new one is going to do better, but really, if you've already got a Stamparatus, you probably don't need to lash out and buy one of these as well. If, however, you like to have product that you could show somebody else that potentially, like in my case, I run classes, I do videos. So for me to have, and I learned the hard way, I did actually use the old, I love the Stamparatus so much that I continued to use it. I used it, I think, 2 more times after they discontinued it. And both times I said at the class, both times, I'm so sorry, guys. This has been discontinued. I'm still using it because I love it, but you can't purchase it. And both times at those classes, I got orders for the Stamparatus that I could no longer sell. And I realized that I needed to stop using it in class because I just wasn't able to provide something. And if they wanted a stamp positioner, I was going to have to send them somewhere else. So I stopped using it because of that. I know this paper is beautiful, Joy. I'm glad you like this one. All right, so these are cards. These are just the the note cards and envelopes that we have, and I used the panels off here, and these ones I cut them down. So this one here is that I just cut it down and put it on a secret C mat. Okay, this one you can see is this, and I've cut that down. You get the edges of the oval, and I thought that was quite nice actually. What else did I have? So we've got this one. And that one, and another one of those, and another one of those, another one of those, and one of these. Okay, so I had a scrap piece of paper that had a few pieces. It had these ones all chopped out. It had that one chopped out, and I just used all the other bits and pieces on the second page. So there you go. So these are going out to people in my product of the month club this month, and that's just people who have ordered the fabulous saying stamp set for $9 when they placed a qualifying order. So there you go. You just want the new magnets. I don't think they sell them by themselves, but I guess we'll find out when they release it all. They might, but I don't know. I don't know. And the other question is, will they sell a, you remember the Stamp Writers had its own bag? I wonder if we'll get a bag too. Who knows? I don't know. Got no idea. All right. So this paper, you've got the cloud cover stripes and these different motifs, if you like. Then Secret Sea and cloud cover flowers on a petal pink background. This one is Old Olive on the back. That paper is the paper I used for that twisted ribbon card. So then I love this one. I just love this cloud cover background with the Old Olive and the Secret Sea in the middle of those flowers. I just think that's so beautiful. Then on the back of there's some petal pink. And this one is, so there's only 4 designs. You get 3 sheets of each, okay, rather than 6 designs, 2 sheets of each. So still 12 pages, but less designs, more of them. If you're running classes or something like I do, that's great because you've got more to go around to everyone who's there. So this is just little white flowers on a crumb cake background. And this one is Secret Sea with little cloud covered diamonds. I actually really like this paper. Really, really like it. I did do a card, and some of you may have seen it, that, let me see, that I used this one. I really like how that card turned out. I used the stripes, which is part of the suite, okay, and I used that cloud cover with the little diamonds. And this one here, okay, I'm actually thinking about doing, I've got so many things I want to do Technique Tuesday videos on at the moment. This die opens up all kinds of possibilities. And I thought I might just do, I might do a Technique Tuesday at some point based on those dies because they're so useful. Really, really handy. I haven't used this one very much. Maybe we'll use that right now. So let me pull these out. And I'm thinking that would be like a nice, if you've got a flower or something like that on top, we'll have that coming out. I'm not going to take a lot of time with this because, like I said, I've got another video happening at 9 o'clock. So I want to give you guys all time to, you know, grab a beverage or something and be able to come back and watch that. So I'm going to finish this up fairly soon. But let's try this. I'm going to go 7. How wide is this? Oh, that is 7, actually. I'm going to go a bit more, 7.5. And I might cut it to size after I put it through. So I want these little, they're like little cutout flowers. So let's do that. Oh, everyone too, I'm very happy with my new cut and emboss machine. The poor one needed to be put out to the poor old one needed to be put out to pasture. All right, so you can see how this looks when you run it through. It's quite nice. It's got like a little flowery background. I'm just thinking, have I got some scissors or a pokey tool? What have I got? Problem is everything is all over the place after being at class today. And I did leave some things still there. So I'm just looking for a pair of snips. I've got my ribbon scissors, but I don't want those. I want snips. Oh, I might have to use contraband. I'm just joking. It's not really. There's no such thing really. I'm just going to use a little pair of old Fiskars scissors from years ago. Back in the days before I discovered Stampin' Up. I'm just going to poke those out. So if I can't find stuff tonight, it's because it's in my bags, which are half unpacked, half not packed. I'm going to have to pack everything all over again tonight when I finish this. All right, that's pretty good. All right, now it's got a little mark around the edge there where the plate is. I don't mind that. Can you see it? And I'm actually going to use that as my, like I'm going to this off on this side So I make the most of that little edge. So it almost looks like a border. All right. And we've got another basic white cardstock piece. So let me grab one of those. Folding it in half. And using my bone folder. Right. So it's kind of cute how that looks. So I'm thinking going to go with some Secret Sea. I cut a boat out. Is it gonna? Oh no, it's not gonna work because the boat. I should have planned that better. But anyway, go back to the scrap drawer. And once again, maybe we'll do what we did before and go with a slightly smaller rather than a large mat. I'm going to go 13.3 by 9. So we've got a bit more white space around, if that makes sense. And that actually would look quite, I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to use some of this because I really, really like it. And so let's go, I'm going to go by 8 by 9. And that's just going to fit on there. And this is going to go on here. It's kind of nice. What do we think? I actually might move that to the end. Yep. All right. So the white flowers would be nice too. Let's put that right here at that corner. Meet up the corners. And I'm going to pop that right there. So I'm actually going to use, I think, will I put it down or will I use, I think I'm going to use dimensionals. And you could use normal dimensionals or minis. Either would be fine. Got minis here, so I'm just going to use them. I'll put one in the middle so it doesn't sag in the middle. We don't want that. No one likes sagging, right? I know I don't. Okay. Okay. So then I'm going to put some, and this is actually the same paper that I used on this card. I used that same diamond paper on this one as well, which I really like. I sometimes like an extra wide white border around the outside like that. I think that's rather nice. It would make a good stencil, Sheila. That'd be great. I would like that a lot. I've used this one as a stencil. I did a card for a tutorial bundle last month with that. Or it might be, yeah, the end of last month, which is out this month, actually. All right, so let's grab some white cardstock. Let me see, do I have any floating around on my desk or do I need to grab myself some? I might need to grab myself some, but that's okay. We have plenty of that. And I know where to order more. Right. I'm just going to go half. When you cut a sheet of A4 in half, it will then fit through the cut and emboss machine. All right. And the floral arrangements stamp set is the matching one, these flowers. And I'm thinking, where would I like this to go? I'm thinking maybe a flower here. Oh, stick it on. Now, Secret Sea was one of the colours I took away with me today, so I need to actually go to my stuff brought home from here. Look, there's the cuttings. There's my, that's where this got to. And these are all left over from today. So I've got a bunch of colours, Secret Sea being one of them, that are in this container. What are we making tonight? Hi, Rachel. Well, we already made one card with a sketch. Friday nights are always sketch nights, right? And the sketch that we did was this one. This is the card we made first. Okay, so it's a very simple little card, but I like how it turned out. Right, then that's there. And then I'm going to grab, let me see. I'm going to grab some cloud cover on a blending brush. A small blending brush would actually be better probably, but I took my small blending brushes to the class today, so that's where it still is, because I wasn't thinking I'd be needing them. A sponge dauber would do a good job in this too. And you can see how I'm holding it because I'm actually angling the top of it down so that it doesn't cover too, I'm still staying in the center of the flower. It doesn't go outside the lines. Well, not outside very much anyway. All right, so there's that. And then I feel like we're going to need some, will I stamp the leaves or will we cut the, oh, we could go either way because there is dies that do standalone leaves, but I'm going to do stamping. And I think Old Olive's saying, oh, Old Olive's in the container again. I usually count just at least 3, if not 5, before I lift up and I get a better image that way. It takes longer for the stamp to transfer the ink and you get a bolder result than if you just stamp down and pick up again. It doesn't give the ink time to transfer. So always give it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice to have you back to visit us again, Rachel. That's awesome. All right, so I'm going to cut these 2 out and I've got the dies for both. And while I'm at it, I'm going to cut this banner because this banner is also in this set here. And see, we've also got these little standalone leaves that don't need to be stamped. All right. So I'm going to pop that through my cut and emboss machine. And then the second card needs to also be cut. Sorry, the flower needs to be cut. The second stand. Of course, you could fussy cut them, but who wants to do that when there's dies, right? That's the whole point. Okay, so those go there. I'll do that in a second. So I'm thinking about popping, well, let's put the sentiment on first and work out where I want to put that, because then it makes it easier to decide where the flowers should go. Something like that, I'm thinking. Or maybe, yeah. So let's do this. There's a couple of sets we have right now, and I have gone on record as saying, I think it's hard to make ugly cards with a couple of the sets that we have right now, and that might sound silly. I'm sure I can still manage it eventually, but so far I've been really happy with all the cards I've made with this suite and the Nature Walk suite. And so far, the Lovely and Beautiful suite too. I think they're all really, really strong offerings. All right. Yes, both those things are true. Washi tape is great for keeping your paper from moving. That works too. Yeah, washi tape is a really good. Yeah, and we can talk about it if you'd like, Lynn. I'm happy to talk about that with you. All right, so we're going to have something on here. What do we want to have? We could have hello, friend. Thank you. Love you. Sending smiles. Always here for you. I think that would fit in this, but that's not the one I want. Just a simple happy birthday. Just a note. I don't want you're so lovely. What do we think? First person to tell me which sentiment I should use is the one we'll use. On this one, I use sending smiles, but you don't have to do that. Yes. And if you have a pacemaker, you shouldn't be mucking around with magnets. You are correct. Stay away. Yep. Hello, friend, said Rachel. Okay, you the first? I think you were, Rachel. So, hello, friend. Let's do that. Hello, friend. And then once I've done this, we're just about done for the night. Can you believe it? Don't forget though, check back here on this video channel it's only on YouTube, not on Facebook, I'm sorry. On YouTube at 9 p.m. So that's not very far away. You will see me doing that adorable cute as a bug or sweet bugs card. All right, there we go. Because one of the things I love about card making or paper craft in general is the sense of accomplishment you get when you're done. I just think that that's really special. And that's what it should be, right? You have, I'm thinking that will go under here. What do we do? What do we think? Do we like this? Do we like this arrangement? It is a favorite. You're right. Thanks for the thumbs up, Leslie. I do feel it still needs something. So whether or not that be, I mean, I could have this over further. That's a possibility, but I know I like it a little bit off the edge here. So let me put a couple of dimensionals behind here. And I don't know what I did with the big. Oh, here they are. I found them. So this one is almost ended. Still have a couple. Actually, I'm going to put this behind here. Haven't taken the back off it yet. And then behind here, I'm going to use the edge. I'm being a bit overly generous, but goodness knows I have plenty of these. Whoop, we don't want to go quite that long. And I'm going to take the back off that. And then you like it as it is, less is more. Tanya said maybe another leaf on the other side. Well, we could. All right. And then this, I'm going to whack this one on a glue dot. Just behind it here. And then we'll slide that in here. Like that. And we have a little space here. We could do some linen thread. We could do a little bit of ribbon, maybe. We have some nice ribbon options. Okay, well, we know we have this. I don't think that would be right on here, but we do have that. We could do the gold ribbon that's from the Lovely and Beautiful suite. We could actually do that, and I could trim that off and it would look okay. But a couple of other options. Oh, I think I just had a nice idea. All right. I'm grabbing. So this glitter paper is still around from the last catalogue, and so this is part of the Peaceful Garden glimmer paper. You guys remember? It's these colours, absolutely gorgeous. And so either this one that it looks like cloud cover to me, or this one that looks like Secret Sea. Depends on where we put it. If I'm going to put it on the background, I would do this. But I was thinking about maybe having a little row of glimmer paper here. So let's do this. I'm going to put this in here and just make use of this little, like a little, not even an eighth of an inch, but a little slither of paper. Okay. And let's see where I want to put that. I feel like kind of up under here might be good, or even across the bottom, or maybe half underneath the greeting. That might be good. Now, how big was that piece? Let me see. It is right on about 9 centimeters. So if I cut this piece, you might notice when I cut this stuff, I usually turn it over and cut from the other side, because I feel that using the glitter side up is a bit like running through sandpaper, and I feel like that would blunt your blade more quickly. I don't know 100% know if that is right, but that's just how I feel about it. So you could use seal on this, or you could just add a few dots of Tombow. Oh, I'm just reading Roz's. I'm going back up because I see, oh, I just went out of my own video and now I can't see your comments. Hang on a second. Let me go back in. Let's see if it'll take me back in. I'll put this on in the meantime. Like so. I think that looks good. Oh, I've got to enter the studio, it says. Oh, thankfully your comments are all still there. Can you see me? Because I couldn't see you. And I see Roz made a comment. Oh, you're missing. You know what? When we don't have access to something, it makes you miss it so much, doesn't it? Well, in the meantime, you can watch these videos. I hope that gives you something. I don't know. I just feel like maybe a ribbon here. Just looking at options. I could go Secret C with the lovely Secret C ribbon that we have right now. That is like the mesh ribbon. We do have ribbon. Let's see here. We do have this ribbon, but I wonder if that's too big. All right. This is the matching ribbon for this bundle, and it's called Cloud Cover something. Textured ribbon. There you go. Now let me see if I can make the bow smaller. It's pretty thick ribbon, so making the bow very small might be tricky. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe twine would be better. But I could pop it, here in the corner. And it would look beautiful. A knot. Yeah, maybe, Tanya. Maybe a knot. I don't know. Let me try. All right, I'm just going to cut this off and maybe I'll use it another time. And try a knot. Just a simple knot, you think? Because I think you're right. I think it's a bit too big. I wonder if this ribbon frays. Let's find out. I'll cut it down further and let's see. Because if it does, we could maybe, well, it does a bit. We might be able to do something fun with a frayed edge. That might look good. I'll play around with that. I'm deciding whether it needs anything here. Oh, one thing I think it does need. Let's Winker Stella in the center of the, because you can never have enough sparkle, right? There we go. That's better. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the sparkle? Probably hard to see. Oh, you can kind of see it there. Look at that. Oh yeah, you could. Well, I was actually thinking I wanted to fray it. That's why I was thinking I would like it if I like a ribbon that frays really well, and then you can have some fun playing with like a fringed edge, and sometimes, and then you get this funny bit here on the side which you can trim off. But Yes, if you can melt it with a flame if you want to stop it from fraying. I actually wanted it to fray, but yeah, I don't know for sure that that's the way I want to go. I mean, I would want it to be short, but yeah, I'm just going to leave it like it is for now. I do like the card. I think it's really pretty. And maybe, I think I know what it needs. Another leaf here. That's what I want to do. Um, and probably one of the standalone leaves, not either a single leaf or a, like, I think that would look better. Don't you? What do you think? And I've got this little bit of paper here and I could do it out of that, which has got, see the little diamonds on it? This is also from this same DSP. It's another piece. You think so, Rachel? Thanks. We had a couple of people. I know people love to tell me what they think I should do, and I normally try and listen as much as I can. Occasionally, I go ahead and do what I want because I can. But yeah, I like to take advice where I can because I know you guys have some really great ideas. Oh, that's really pretty with that little bit of design in the paper there. See, that is better. What do you think? Do we like that? It's better than it was. It just needs something there. It's like a gap that I needed to fill. Oh, there we go. I like that better. I'm happy with that. All right. So there we go. We ended up with 2 cards tonight. And we got to play with the new stamp. Well, we didn't play with it, but we did get to look at the new stamp positioner. If anyone has any questions about that, the join special won't start until the 3rd of February, I think. And existing demonstrators can get it now until the 2nd of February. Yeah, the extra leaf works, doesn't it? That's much better. That's what it needed. All right. How do we go tonight, guys? Which card do you like the best? I think I know which one I like the best. I like them both, but I have a favourite. I'm just going to go back and I just realised. There you go. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been a lot of fun, as it always is. And you guys actually helped me de-stress tonight because when I craft, and I hope this is the same for you, when I craft, a lot of my other things that are going on in my head just go. And I'm able to focus on the creative process and just really enjoy that time. There's something so therapeutic about crafting. And if you're in a place where you are feeling a little bit stressed or you want to get your mind off other things, can I suggest that a little bit of time at your craft desk with some beautiful things, and it will make all those things just go away. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. I really appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Well, everyone have a great weekend. Happy long weekend. I did say Monday morning I would be live. If that changes, and I'm not around Monday because of the holiday, I will announce that in our team group and I'll go live possibly. I forgot also that it was a public holiday. So if I'm not live on Monday morning, it might be Tuesday. So if everyone can wait till then. And then we'll do Technique Tuesday for everybody else. All right. So have a great weekend. Don't forget, I will put up on the screen my blog address if you're looking to go shopping for anything you've seen tonight. And there's anything I can help you with, that's my blog address. There is a shop now link right there, and you can do your shopping there. I hope that if you have any questions, you'll reach out to me, and I will make sure I put all the details of everything you need to know in the description below this video. Thanks, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye.